lovely young lady made a very educated comment. And my response was, yes, a lot of Mexicans have no idea that they were once treated like slaves, along with my ancestors. I came across something that I wanted to show all of you because it's imperative that especially some of you coconuts, some of you almond joys, some of you walnuts know your history.
Did you know thousands of Mexicans worked and lived in the Jim Crow era? Deep South. Jim Crow was a system of laws, customs. Historians estimate that lynchings of Mexicans in the Jim Crow South is somewhere around 5,000. Jim Crow laws didn't allow non-whites to eat, drink, date, go to school, or participate in any activity with whites other than serving or working for them. And for the people in the South, they weren't used to seeing Mexicans. It's documented that during the Bracero program, 300,000 Mexican workers alone were sent to Arkansas. This is a photo of a Bracero who worked in Arkansas during that time. The book, The Other Dilemma, documents how Mexicans in the South weren't white or black. So the dilemma was, how would they classify us? An excerpt from the book highlights how whites in the South viewed Mexicans as having Negro blood and why it was necessary for Jim Crow to be enforced on Mexicans. Mexicans were called the taco N-word and were denied service at restaurants, stores, and had to sit apart from whites in theaters. After being pressured by the Mexican government to stop the mistreatment, this document is from a local mayor in the South who wrote businesses requesting for the No Mexican signs to be removed. And it's documented that most of the businesses never removed these signs. This isn't something only of the past. This year on 4th of July, 2026, a white supremacist group openly marched in Washington, D.C. in front of the White House.
Tonight at 6 News, Channel 5 investigates the neo-Nazis next door, a large hate group that our investigation discovered is expanding its presence right here in Tennessee.
Reclaim America! Reclaim America! Reclaim America!
The Negro is not a part of my family. As a result, I don't elect to have him sit and eat with me. As a result, I don't elect to have him belong to a club that I may belong to. This is the way it has been. It's the history of the South. It's because we've been brought up like this. We have been taught like this. And we teach our children like this. And they'll teach their children like that. I think it is a matter that has been history all down through the years and will remain history.
A lot of Mexicans have no idea that they were once treated like slaves, along with my ancestors.
Do you think America is a racist country?
Yes, it is.
It is.
It's becoming
so
more...
if it's racist, why do they let you people in here?
Racist as far as, especially these last 2-3 years.
Why don't you guys stay there and build your own country? You have enough. The economy is the 6th largest. If you guys stood up and fight in Mexico the way you fight to get them here, then you can make Mexico great again.
Well, because, Mexico may be rich, and it has, and like you say...
Not maybe, it is.
It is rich. But then again, when it comes to...
the way you fight to break the law and disrespect us once you get here, why not use that same energy in your country?
Because right now, as it is, as far as wages go for people to work in Mexico, it is very,
because
very
you're not
poor.
Fighting back there. They have the 6th largest economy. You can fight back and create money.
And people have been fighting back.
No, you guys are here fighting us.
We're not fighting anyone.
A lot of Mexicans have no idea that they were once treated like slaves, along with my ancestors.
Lives matter that they want to be paid for being, slaves and all that?
Reparation.
Yeah.
You talking about reparation? Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina. But it was,
what?
It was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever's over there. I'm sure they'll try to do something out here in California. I think they already actually got a little board going that they're going to start looking into it.
That's when we, the Raza, need to step up, protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no, Nobody gave reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first. We've been going through this crap a lot longer, so I don't want to hear it. Because it's not fair, dog. How are you going to give a bunch of money to a specific group? This is the United States, a melting pot. How are you going to give it to a specific group?
Because right now they've got the white people with so much guilt.
And people who don't study. You guys love to make it seem like you were the original people on these lands because the Spaniards had these lands for a time. Mexicans lived in California and Texas centuries before they were the United States. Now, that's why you guys say, oh, we were here first, so we should be able to come back over to America and get benefits because we had the lands first. But it's funny how you guys don't talk about the people who were here before you. Before these people, there were people that were here before Columbus. So you guys love to play both parts. Like you were the Aztecs and the Mayans. I'm going to prove that wrong today. Now, true Mayans and Aztecs would not have been putting crosses on themselves yesterday. They would have not have been marking themselves for death. They would not be showing allegiance to Satan by putting a cross on their forehead for Ash Wednesday. The true Mayans and Aztecs absolutely hated the Spaniards for what they did to our people. They would be embracing their religion, especially at this point when the Most High has given you the opportunity to stand up against your oppressors and walk away and follow him once again. But as you can see, the vast majority of the people have decided to continue along with their oppressors because they vomited up their wisdom and they gave up the opportunity to think and actually make decisions for themselves when they joined the church and received the dainties and a promise to hate the so-called Negroes, who are the Most High's chosen people. Not all, again, we're going to be mixed in with all different groups. It's about who the Spirit calls. It's not about just your skin color. The true Aztecs and Mayans would not be doing this at this time. They would have already realized, because the Spirit would have awakened them, that this is following Satan. This is following your oppressor. You know, the one that came and raped, robbed, and murdered and stole from the true Mayans and Aztecs. And now that you have an opportunity to be awakened, you're getting, the Holy Spirit is giving your inheritance back. You would not still be doing things like this. So if you were doing this yesterday, you're still following Satan. Another example of someone who's still under that, under that deep power of Satan. I mean, you're still going to a church and you're still thinking these people are going to lead you to heaven. This is a true Mayan, a true Aztec, Guerrero Águila right here. This is what's been painted on the walls, and this is how the Mayans and Aztecs were portrayed. So let me show you a little something else here. So I just want you to see what they really look like. You know, the ones that were before, the Mexicans who were in Texas and California, these were the ones that Columbus encountered when he got here in 1492. And that you've all been working to erase for Psalms 83 and make it so that the name of Israel was no more. Now, if you take a look here at this book, you can see it's $2,450. Why would it be so expensive? Because it talks about what the real Mayans and Aztecs, the real Mexicans, were doing before the Spaniards got here. And trust and believe, the true Mayans and Aztecs or the true Mexicans weren't at the Catholic Church yesterday letting some pedophile put ashes on their foreheads and then telling you don't look at what we do, don't look at our actions, don't look at our history, don't look at what we've been doing, don't look at the fact that we were the ones who started chattel slavery. We were the ones who set up a slavery where we made black people 3/5 of a human. That we made the sheep of the Most High, the sons and daughters of the Most High, 3/5 of a human, and now we're all gonna have to pay for that. So let's take a look at what's in this book. So as you can see right here, okay, it says at the bottom here, Desiree Charnay, now engaged in exploring those monuments, has established in the North America Review for December 1880 photographs of a number of idols exhumed at San Juan de Teotihuacan. Okay, from which I select the following strikingly Negroid faces. So this is what they were finding at these pyramids, at Chichen Itza and Teotihuacan. They were finding Negro faces, okay? Ones that looked like this. So when you
a lot of Mexicans have no idea that they were once treated like slaves, along with my ancestors.
There's a lot of racism, bro. Even for us in like Mexicans, there's Mexicans that can't stand black people. They can't stand them. I myself have no problem with color of skin. Like I've kicked it with homeboys that are black, and I remember when I was younger, sometimes I was hungry, we didn't have anything to eat, and I had a friend, I can't remember his name, but me and him, like, he was homeless as well. A black kid from Grape Street. It's a gang. It's called Grape Street. We would go into Walmart and we would just fill up our stuff. And he's like, you're gonna be the decoy. You're gonna run out and they're gonna chase. There's a lot of racism, bro. Even for us in like Mexicans, there's Mexicans that can't stand black people. They can't stand them. I myself have no problem with color of skin. Like I've kicked it with homeboys that are black, and I remember when I was younger, sometimes I was hungry, we didn't have anything to eat, and I had a friend, I can't remember his name, but